I saw pretty much everything in its entirety. You know, obviously I was in the round versus clips. I jumped quickly. I had to fly there really quick, jump in the clips round, and then I had to get on the plane, fly right back home, so people wouldn't know it was me. Dude, what's up with white guys that want to battle me getting thrown into epic second rounds from URL rappers? The fuck is going on, dude? Yo, just a couple days ago, someone was like, yo, Z the Dropout was calling you out on whatever. I was like, what? Who's that guy? And then that's that guy. Like, the fuck? But I guess I'll get into the things that I want to get into, right? I mean, I'll recap what I could recap. You know, I guess we'll start with what is fresh in my head right now with what we just saw, Jazz and Geechi Gotti. Shit, man. Jazz and Geechi Gotti was, I guess, it kind of seemed like it went the same way most of the battles went tonight, besides Roc and Vixen, for sure. And that was just kind of like lesser versions of everybody, right? It wasn't the best Geechi Gotti, and it definitely wasn't the best Jazz. That was one of the worst Jazzes I've seen. And I think the problem with that is with how often Jazz battles, every single time she does battle, it is extremely important because it's really the only thing that she could hang on to for a long period of time until she eventually, you know what I'm saying? So every single one that Jazz does is pretty important. This was not a good Jazz. The second round was dope. And then it's just, I don't know, the first round and the third round was definitely one of the worst rounds. And then Geechi seemed off as well, but I just feel like Geechi just did what he needed to do to win. It wasn't the best Geechi, but it was enough. It was enough. And then I think the better part of that entire battle was the second round, and that angle that he took on Jazz being a dispatcher was pretty incredible. One of those crazy moments where you kind of watch the whole thing and the crowd isn't reacting, and it's almost like they're not reacting because it's so good. He's being so real and he's talking to Jazz so heavy, and his energy towards her is so aggressive and heavy that you're kind of just sitting there stuck listening. It's not really worth reacting to. What a great example of, you know, how much crowd reaction doesn't matter sometimes, right? Sometimes it's just what's being said. I can never completely, ignore the crowd. The crowd plays a huge part as well, but it was one of those moments where you didn't need, you know what I'm saying? You didn't need crowd reaction. So I thought Geechi took it. I guess, you know, I low key had him winning the first. I could have given Geechi the win after the second. But I kind of just, almost for entertainment purposes, just wanted to make it 1-1. 100% a debatable battle. And I say debatable, and I think we should always have a winner at the end of the day, but that's 100% a debatable battle because both parties weren't good enough, man. I don't think both parties were good enough to give a clear win to anybody, man. My opinion, with how many times we've seen Geechi at his best and the Jazz at her best, you know what I'm saying? Can you really say Geechi was that fucking dope that it would be crazy to argue Jazz? Personally, I don't think you can, because I just think I thought there was a clear winner 2 rounds in. I thought Geechi edged the first, and I thought clearly took the second with wild shit. And then the third round, man, he could almost like 86 them from both, dude. Like, they were both pretty fucking weak, man. That third round from Geechi was weak, man. I mean, he was coming off a GTX battle. Maybe that plays a part. I don't know, man. Maybe we start to see wear and tear from doing so many back-to-back battles. You know what I mean? I think Geechi's in a position where he really doesn't need to do that anymore. He doesn't need to, obviously I'm never going to stop anyone's money. And, I imagine he gets a fucking pretty penny to rap. So I guess, while he's there, take advantage of it as much as you can, just as long as it doesn't fuck up the integrity of the material. Not the best Geechi Gotti. I heard verse QP, it wasn't the best Geechi Gotti. So maybe, take a little take a little breather, man. You know, Geechi has done things that cannot be explained. You know, Geechi is he's like the pyramids, man. You can't, you know, there's no real way to explain it. You just gotta, it's just incredible, man. It's incredible. Give all my praise to Geechi. It's not because he kicked my ass. But I had Geechi winning. But completely understand if you had Jazz winning. Completely understand, even though just not the third. Actually, they both were trash in the third. Damn. Yeah, I could understand if you have Jazz winning. Oh my God, what do we want to go over? Official and DNA. I'll do official and DNA in 13 seconds. Rob Font is in his boxing stance. More than Chito Vera with a kick to his kneecaps, breaking his kneecaps off with a big Ecuadorian toe. Quick left high kick. Rob Font is looking like Giga Chicante. DNA and official. So here's the thing, right? The first round, official starts off here and then trickles down. He trickle down. Started off crazy. Started off with the slow pace official that I've always talked about, right? A slow-paced official is a very dangerous official. And she started off with the slow pace and it was hitting hard. Started off crazy. Rob Font looks like he got bitten by 100,000 bees. Rob Font looks like Marlon Chito, Ecuadorian toe Vera, bitch slap Nate Diaz, backhanded Rob Font with a bunch of Asian wasps from Uganda. Official started off good, and then she went bad, and the second round was bad, and the second round was blah, 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 blah. DNA won. Officials rounds were Limp Bizkit. Move in, now move out. Hands up, now hands down. The hot dog flavored water. Oh my God, can we talk about Flames absolutely body bagging Jakkboi? Jesus Christmas, man. Beat the dog shit out of him, man. Oh my God, dude. Jakkboi versus Flames. Jakkboi versus Flames. It went down the same way I said it was going to go down. You know, their styles were right in front of us. We knew the styles that they have. I said that Jakkboi is the type of battle rapper that people in the venue and people that are watching at home need to have a full breakfast to be ready to try to decipher the mystery that is Jakkboi's material, man. And Jakkboi tends to teeter on making sense and not making sense. He does. I mean, his style is unorthodox to say the least. Another thing that I really want to take out of that battle is that Jakkboi tries to land a lot of haymakers. He's very physical. So when you're trying to land so many haymakers and you're doing so many big jumps and arm movements and ducking under and moving to the side and jumping to the left and jumping to the right, when those bars don't hit, you look crazy, right? When those bars don't hit and you get that awkward moment for a very exaggerated setup that's made to get reaction, that's not getting reaction, it puts a dent in the fluidity of your round. And then you have, on the other hand, you have the complete opposite from First Lady Flames. First Lady Flames will she will be layered. She's layered, right? She doesn't necessarily hide her bars a lot, but she's very much in front of you. Like, she's right in front of you. You know the bar. You're gonna understand the bar. It's just how well is it going to be delivered. I mean, she cooked him, man. She cooked him. You know, I was joking in the beginning because in the first round, I said, man, I'm like, they're gonna fucking break up. They're gonna fucking break up. They're talking so, and then by the end of the third round, I was like, they're gonna get married. What a true love. Jakkboi was looking at Flame. Listen, when Flames was rapping and 30ing Jakkboi, he was looking at her like she was the snack that she is to him. And they definitely are gonna have crazy sex tonight if they're not on their third round already. Jack needs to get that 30 back, bro. You need to get that 30 back, dude. No shame in it, dude. No shame in it, though. He lost, but it's not, you know, I don't think it's something to to get crazy on. I think Jack did his thing, man. Jack did his thing. Flamez was just next level, man. Flamez was next level. That's what happens. That's what happens. Battle rap is bad. Battle rap's a crazy game. And then Tay Roc versus Vixen. Yo, all right. Now I said that first. I think you. First, I want 2 weeks prep to be in the back of your head when you were watching that battle and when you think about that battle looking back. 2 weeks is a lot to ask for, not only for a regular battle, but for a battle like, 1,000 people, caffeine live, main stage type of shit. It's a lot to ask for, man. That's when I did. That's how I wrote for Twerk, man. I wrote for Twerk in 2 weeks as well. They hit me up on 2 weeks notice. A lot of pressure, man. A lot of pressure. But it really didn't show, man. It really didn't show. They were both great. They were both great. Battles are too fresh. I feel like I'd have to watch it again to really break down exactly how that battle went down. But I had Vixen, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I had Vixen winning in the definition of a debatable battle. In the absolute definition of what it is to have a debatable battle. It is Tay Roc versus Vixen. Like I said, I'll say it a million times until you learn. You should always have a winner at the end of a battle. Never should you ever watch a battle. Never should you ever watch a battle and at the end of that battle go, comes down to preference. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Every opinion is exactly what it is. It's just an opinion. There's nothing set in stone. I know caffeine might hate me for this. Caffeine votes, no. They mean nothing. I know URL might hate me for this. URL votes, no. They mean nothing. App votes don't mean anything. This game is an opinionated game. There's no real true formula to who wins and who doesn't. So debatable battle. If you have Roc winning, I completely understand first and third round. I'll say it for you. I thought Roc took the first round. I thought the only clear round was Vixen in the second. And then I thought the third was a very close round with Vixen edging it. I thought Tay Roc took the first round. I thought Vixen took the last two. And I mean, you can't, if you're Vixen, you can't ask for a better result, because all the odds are stacked against you in a battle like that. So much so that obviously you're going to right to win, but you don't have to worry about winning. There's almost a big comfortability in battling someone that scale, especially a replacement that is basically the same exact person, right? She seemed way too happy to be there before the battle, but Jesus Christ, did she show up. She hit some crazy haymakers. Like I said, her style is one of my favorite styles. It's my style. She's a setup battle rapper. And what makes setups dangerous, and what I think is so much more dangerous than punchlines, is that you have more time to guide somebody to that dopamine hit. You know what I'm saying? And there are battle rappers that are set up rappers that look at the 3 bars behind the reward bar, the 4th line, and they just fill in the blanks. And then there's people like Vixen that whether they fill in the blanks or they leave no filler and they're intricate, or they want to do this and they want to do that, everything before the most entertaining line is entertaining. And she's got the energy for it, and she's got, you know what I'm saying? And I think Twerk nailed it on the head. Drunk Twerk nailed it on the head. Roc in the beginning of the first round said, in order to beat Roc, you'd have to beat Roc. Tay Roc, hello, is Tay Roc a puncher? No. Is Tay Roc a schemer? No. Is Tay Roc who's Tay Roc? Tay Roc is a 4-bar setup fucking haymaker rapper. my style. A lot of people's style. Haymaker 4-bar setups. He punches he could make, big punches every now and then, but he's a haymaker setup guy. So, at times it looked like a mirror match, man. She matched the energy great, and I thought she took the second and the third round. So Vixen 2-1, and like I said, the definition of a debatable battle. If you want to give that to Roc, first and third 100% go ahead. I thought the only clear round out of all the rounds was the second round. I thought the second round you couldn't debate between Roc and Vixen. I thought it clearly went to Vixen. And the first and third round you could debate. And I gave the first to Roc, third to Vixen for the win, 2-1.